Next, we'll be going over selection constraints. These can be very helpful tools in specific situations. Underneath symmetry, you have your selection constraint, and it does default to off. The first one you have is angle, and when you turn it on, it will ask you for an angle. I'm going to be using 10 degrees for my example, and I'm going to be in face mode. It will select everything within 10 degrees of your initial selection. So it can be a good way to select multiple pieces of geometry or multiple faces or edges at the same time. It can be a little bit of trial and error figuring out what angle you want, but if I'm using this, I usually start around 10. Next, we have border selection, and border selection will allow you to very easily select a border of your object. So there's no bottom to this. This is an open edge, and I can very easily select that border edge, or if I'm in face mode, the border of faces, or vertex mode, the border of vertices. Next, we have edge loop. This works in edge mode only, and it will just select the entire edge loop at the same time, going all the way around or across my model. We also have edge ring, and that will select the entire ring of edges around an object. Then shell and UV loop tool. Shell allows you to select UV shells if you have them, and UV edge loop is similar. There are other ways to get similar results to the edge loop and edge ring. So I'm going to turn this off, go into to edge mode, and if you double click on an edge, it will select that entire edge loop. And if you click on an edge here and you want to get that ring, click on one, and then shift double click on the one adjacent to it, and it will select that edge ring as well. Sometimes you can double click on a UV or on an edge border, and it will get the entire border of edges. However, if I do faces, you can see it will stop from one, and it won't actually go around the entire model. You can select the first face and then shift double click on an adjacent face, and it will select that line of faces, but it won't go all the way around. Next, we have the transform constraints, and these can be very, very helpful when moving objects. By default, they're set to off, and you can move it in any direction.